Hello, thank you for watching this video. So this video will be doing question 2 of September 2023 question paper, Mathematics paper 1 from the Northwest province. So I have a guest with me today, so I'm not alone. So yeah. So question 2. 2.1 reads as follows. Given a quadratic pattern, so we are given this thing here, and you are told that it's a quadratic pattern, right? You know the quadratic pattern have the second common difference, right? Yes. The first difference forms a linear pattern or arithmetic pattern. Even the second one is also arithmetic, but a constant one, where your difference is 0. Do you understand? Okay. So they are saying write the next two terms of the pattern. So they want you to write the next two terms of the pattern. So what do? You say, okay, this minus this minus that, this minus that. Find the two difference between two consecutive terms. What is minus 99 minus 120? Sorry? 21. Yes. Minus 80 minus 99? 19. Yes. Then the next one should be 17. Yes. Okay. So the difference between these two is what? Minus 2. Minus 2. So it will be minus 2 here as well. It will be minus 2 there as well. Do you understand? Yes. So this plus that will give you 15. This plus that will give you 13. So if you want the next term there, it will be this minus 63 plus 15. What is minus 53 plus 16? Minus 48. Minus? 48. Minus 48. So now you have minus 48. On your minus 48, you add the 13. Minus 35. Minus 35. All good? Yes. Sure. So these are the next two terms of the pattern, which is what they asked you to do. So it is that. So we'll go to the next one. So the next question says, determine the nth term of the number pattern in the form Tn is equal to Tn is equal to an squared plus bn plus c. They want you to find the nth term, which is the general term of the sequence. Tn in the form an squared plus bn plus c. Understand? So this is about 4 marks. So what do you do? First thing you find is your a. So you know that a to a is equal to the difference, common difference, right? So your 2 times a is equal to your common difference, which is what? Minus 2 divided by 2 divided by 2. You get that your a is equal to minus 1. After getting your a, you substitute there. So you get that your Tn is equal to negative n squared plus bn plus c. Are you happy? Then what do you do next? So you say, okay, I have you can use any term. The term number 1. T1, you can find T1 by saying T1 is equal to negative 1 all squared plus b times 1 plus c, right? That would mean that your T1 is equal to what? Negative 1 plus b plus c. Do you agree? You know what T1 is. T1 is equal to minus 120. So you have minus 120 is equal to minus 1 plus b plus c. Then you can transpose to this side. You get minus 119 is equal to b plus c. Are you happy? So you can leave this out as your first equation. Do the same thing, but for the second term now. So okay, my T2 is equal to what? My T2 is equal to, is equal to negative 2 all squared. Substitute there. plus b times 2 plus c, which means your T2 is equal to -4 plus 2b plus c. Are you happy so far? There, you know what T2 is. T2 is equal to minus 99 is equal to -4 plus 2b plus c. Right? Transpose this to the side. You get that -95 is equal to 2b plus c. Are you happy so far? Then now, we have two equations, this equation and that equation. You can solve those equations simultaneously by elimination. Right? So you can say, let's write the first one here. -119 is equal to a plus b. Then you subtract these two equations. What is -95 plus 119?
24.
It's equal to 24. It's equal to 2a minus 2b. So it should be b. Because what is b plus c? This one. 2b minus b. B. What is c minus c? 0. So we should be b is equal to 24. Use any of these two equations to find c. So -119 is equal to 24 plus c. What is -119 minus 24?
It's what?
-119 minus 24.
Minus 143.
Minus
143.
143. Therefore, Tn is equal to what? -n squared plus bn, which is 24. 24n minus 143. So your equation should look like this. Can you check it and see if it works?
Okay.
Let's try 2.1.3. They are saying what value must be added to Tn, right? What value must be added to Tn for the sequence to only have one value of n for which Tn is equal to 0? Okay, I'll read this again. What value must be added to Tn, which is our general sequence, to have only one value of n to which Tn is equal to 0? So, let's say now they ask us for some reason, right? This is not the question. They are saying find which value of the sequence will be 0. Do you understand that question? What position of term, which term on this sequence will have a value of 0? You can see that this thing is increasing, right? It's going towards maybe 0 if you're looking at it. At some point it will get to 0. Let's say it will. Let's assume that this thing at some point will get to 0. Do you understand? So now, to find the term of the sequence which will have the value of 0, what are you going to do?
You're going to substitute 0 to general term.
Sorry?
You're going to substitute 0 into general term.
Here, Tn.
Yes.
So you're going to equate this thing to 0 and solve for your n to find what positions had the value of 0. Do you understand? That's what we would do if I asked you which term of the sequence will have the value of 0. Right? How many answers do you expect to get here? 2 answers. Right? So you would expect, because the quadratic equation, it will have 2 solutions. It will have 2 roots. So chances are your roots can be equal or unequal, depending what your discriminant is. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So your roots can be equal or unequal depending what the value of your discriminant is. If your discriminant is greater than 0, will they be equal or unequal?
If what's what?
If your discriminant is greater than 0, will the roots for which give you this 0 be equal or unequal?
Unequal.
They will be unequal if your discriminant is greater than 0. If your discriminant is equal to 0,
They will be unequal.
no, they will be equal. Because if your discriminant is equal to 0, then you have two roots that are equal. To get two equal roots, your discriminant must be 0. So, in this case, we don't know whether our roots are going to be equal or unequal. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Fine. So, let's go to the question now. The question is saying, what value must be added to Tn, right? So that the sequence only have one value for which Tn is equal to 0. So I would think this sequence here have two values for which the sequence is equal to 0. Do you understand what that means? So maybe let's say it will continue, maybe term number 13 is 0 and term number 14 is 0 as well. Do you understand that? So they want it such that they're asking, so how can you adjust this sequence of yours such that there's only one position where we have 0? Is that clear now? Fine. So if you're looking, let's look at this thing. Let's think about functions now. If you're looking at this function, how many roots does it have?
Two.
Two roots. Are they equal or unequal?
Unequal.
Unequal, because one is there and the other one is there. Do you understand? So let's look at this one here. Does it have roots?
Yes.
How many roots?
One root.
It can't be one. It's a quadratic.
Oh, there are two. So
There's two roots.
yes.
Equal or unequal?
They're equal.
They are equal. Look at this one here. Does it have roots?
No.
There are no real roots there. Look at this one here. Does it have roots?
No.
No. And this one?
Yes.
And this one?
Yes.
How many roots does this one have?
There is two.
Two roots. So, the situation that we possibly have here, we can be having this situation here. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Because this one is negative, right? So we can be having a situation like this. So, if we have a situation like this where there's a root there and the root there, so there are two positions. Actually, it won't be like this because this one has a negative root and a positive root. So, we can be having something similar to this one here, where both of them are positive, because I would think you will see them on the other side, but I don't know, because I have not looked at the entire thing. So let's say we have a situation similar to this. Do you see this?
Yes.
So this is your Tn if you look at it, because this is your, let's say this is your general whatever. Do you see? So now, how many roots does it have?
There's two roots.
Are they equal or unequal?
They're unequal.
They are unequal, which is your discriminant is greater than 0. But you want to have a situation where because they're saying now, what must be done to this thing of yours which you have, such that you only have one position, you only have one n where Tn is equal to 0. So what can we do to this function to have that situation? You're not following me? Okay. What I'm saying is, you have this situation here, right? Look at this function now. In this graph that I've drawn here. Let's say you wanted this graph to have two equal roots. What are you going to do with it? You're going to shift it down. Do you understand? So, we're going to shift it down. So, what they are saying here, they're saying now, you see, what value must be added to Tn, do you understand? Such that the sequence only have one value, have only one value of n for which Tn is equal to 0. On this one, it's clear, I would think that there are two values for which Tn is equal to 0, right? So it's either you have a situation where it is above, or you have this situation where it is above. So they're asking what must be, it's more like how many times you must shift it down, this thing, such that it has only one value, there's only one position where Tn is equal to 0. Do you understand that? And in order for you to be able to do that, what do you need to know? You need to know where is it turning? What is the largest value of the sequence? Yes. So once you have the largest value of the sequence, then that's how you will know which direction to adjust it. Let's say for some reason, it does not get to 0 here. Do you understand? Which means, that would mean it's below, maybe. So you will know that you have to push it upwards. If it gets to 0 and is above, then you pull it downwards, depending on the maximum of this sequence. So what that means is, you need to find the maximum of the sequence. Once you know the maximum of the sequence, then, only then you will know what you must add to the sequence such that you get 0. So, let's go. I'll clean this part now. Okay, so now, let's go and find the maximum of this sequence, right?
Yes.
So what do you say? N is equal to B over 2A. Negative B, what is your B?
24.
24 over 2 into minus 1, which is negative 24 over negative 2, which is your N is equal to 12. So your biggest term of this sequence is that N is equal to 12. Do you understand? It's the position of the biggest term. So it's more like the x value where you say your function is turning. But you need to find the y value so that you know how to adjust the entire thing. So let's go and find T12. T12 is equal to negative 12 all squared plus 24 times 12 minus 143. What do we get? Sorry?
1.
It's 1. So if you're looking at this, it's obvious that your function went above 0. So it will go above 0 and come down, but it tends to come down. It's negative. Do you understand?
Yes.
So the turning point is at 1. Which means, what should you do to this function? Because now, if you're looking at it, it looks something like this. I don't know which, okay, negative b over 2a. So it turns on this side. So if it looks something like this, and you have 1 there, and you want, so you have two positions where now Tn is equal to 0. Do you understand? But you only want to have 1. What should you do to this function?
You want to have 1.
1, yes.
It will be shifted 12 units down.
How many units?
12.
Why 12? Because 12 is the x value, this position here.
Oh, 12 is the x value.
Is the x value, so like some sort of x value. And 1 is the y value.
Is it a turning point?
Is the x value of the turning point. And then this is the y value of it. So you say your turning point is at 12 and 1. So the maximum value of the sequence is at 1.
Oh, okay.
So what should we do to this sequence?
It will be shifted once.
It should be shifted 1 unit up, down. Right? So what must you add to the sequence? What must you add? Now, so you have the Tn. Tn is equal to negative n squared plus 2n, 24n, minus 143. So now they're asking, what must you add to this sequence?
Aren't you supposed to minus? Yeah.
Yes, you can minus, but you can say you can add negative 1.
Okay.
You can say you can subtract 1, but they're asking what must you add. So what are you supposed to add?
Minus 1.
You must add negative 1. So, if you want this sequence of yours to have only one position where one value where your Tn is 0, you must add negative 1 to this sequence. Right? So, your new sequence, your T, so it should be, your T new must be negative n squared plus 24n minus 143 plus negative 1. This will give you, because you'll be shifting it down. Do you understand? So for someone else who doesn't know, you can say, okay, my Tn plus k, whatever k, I want it to be what? To be 0. Are you with me? Then now, what is this? So this is, so what you're going to put here is your largest value of your sequence. So that when you add this, you get what? 0. So what is the largest value of your sequence? It's 1. I don't know why 12. I'm saying 12 is the x value. Plus k is equal to 1. It's equal to 0. Therefore your k is equal to minus 1. So you must add minus 1 to the sequence. So this is it. Oh, this is not it. There's still 2.2. I will clean the board and then we'll do 2.2. So now we're doing 2.2. Given a finite arithmetic series. So we're given this series here. Right? From that to that position. It's finite. So they are saying 2.1.1. Determine the general term of the series in the form Tn is equal to Tn plus C. They want you to find the general term of the series. Right? So what do we have? We have 9 plus 14 plus 19 plus whatever up to 124. Happy? This minus this minus this. So it's 5, right? Yes. 5. So this is an arithmetic sequence. Series. So Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. So the Tn is equal to A, which is your first term, 9 plus n minus 1 times D, which is 5. Are you happy? So what we have, Tn is equal to 9 plus 5n minus 5. Therefore, Tn is equal to 5n plus 4. Are you happy? This is we wrote it in that form. Here is it. 5. Right? The series in sigma notation. Right? Sigma notation. If something is written in sigma notation, which means should be written in this form. Where is it starting? Starting at 1. Where is it ending? And this is your Tn. You understand? Where is it starting? Starting at term number 1. Where is it ending? You find what term of the sequence is that one. That will tell you where the sequence ends. So we say, okay, 124 is equal to 5n plus 4. So this is 120 is equal to 5n, right? Divide by 5, divide by 5. N is equal to what? What is 120 divided by 5? Sorry?
24.
24. Which is how many times do we have on this series?
24 times.
Sorry?
24 times.
24 times. So that means that what that means is your 9 plus 14 plus 19 plus 120, 124 is equal to what? Is equal to this thing. Starts from n is equal to 1 to what? To 24. With a general sequence of what? Term of what? 5n plus 4. This is it. Should be something along those lines. Easy stuff, right? Then 2.3. So we are given an arithmetic series. It is 2 raised x plus 2 raised x plus 1, right? Plus 3 times 2 raised x plus 2 raised x plus 2. And it continues, right? So, we are given this series here. We are told that it's arithmetic. Do you understand? We are told this is an arithmetic series. Are you happy? So, they are saying, calculate the value of x if the sum of 30 terms adds up to 3,720, we are told that the sum of 30 terms of this series, do you understand? It's 3,720. So you are given the series is arithmetic, right? And you're told that if you add first 30 terms, it gives you that value. Do you understand? Yeah?
Yes.
Then now they want you to find the value of x. So the easy way, the way to go is to first try to write this in a much more comfortable way. Do you understand? If you're looking at this, would you agree when I say it's 1 times 2 raised x? The first one.
Yes.
The second one, it should be 2 raised x and 2 raised 2.
Yes.
So we have 2 times 2 raised x. The third one, what is the third term? 3 times 2 raised x. The fourth term is 4 times 2 raised x. So when you write like this, it's clear that the difference is 2 raised x. Do you agree? The first term, a, is called what?
2 raised x.
Sorry?
2 raised x.
It's 2 raised x. Then you calculate the sum of 30 terms. So the sum of 30 terms is equal to 30 over 2 into what? 2 into
2 raised to x.
2 raised to x. 2 raised x, right?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
Plus n, which is 30 minus 1 times 2 raised x. Do you understand? But you know what this is. That is that. But we can just simplify this so long. You can say, okay, we have 15 times 2 raised x plus 29 times 2 raised x. So sum of 30 terms is equal to 15 times this and that. This is 31 times 2 raised x. Do you agree? Because it's more like, it's like, look at it as 2x, like there's 2x plus 29x. Because this is more like, behave like your normal x here, this thing. So you have 31 of these things. Right? So you know what this is. It's 3720. 3720 is equal to 15 times 31 times 2 raised x. So divide by 15 times 31, divide by 15 times 31. So your 2 raised x is equal to what? It's bad. It's 8. Okay, 8. Calculate it. Which is 2 raised 3 is equal to 2 raised x, which is x is equal to 3. This is what I find. When I want to do punishment,
No, it depends on.
some is born. So your x should be 3. Is it difficult? As long as you just, the point is just looking at this and being able to write it in a simple form that you'll understand. So, this is that. We're done.